Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this look. This was inspired by Anahy. I'll share her picture right here and leave her Instagram in the description box below. But as soon as I saw her picture, I knew I had to recreate it. It's so beautiful, and without fake eyelashes, it's pretty simple, and I felt like it was perfect for hooded eyes or small eyes. This will help make your eyes look big, and the eyeshadows are going to stand out, and it looks really nice. And it's perfect for any special occasion, parties during the day or night. So I really hope you like this look, and I hope this tutorial is helpful. Before we get started, if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button to be a part of this family and turn on the bell notification so you won't miss any of my videos, and give this video a like if you do like this look. And now let's get started. I'm going to start off by applying the e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo Concealer on my eyelid. I'm going to be using it as a primer for the eyeshadows, and as you can see, I already cleaned the bottom of my eyebrows. You can skip that step because it's not important for eyeshadows. And if you don't clean the bottom of your eyebrows, you can just blend out the concealer as close to the eyebrows as you can and make sure it's nice and blended even all over the eyelid. And I'm using the e.l.f. Cosmetics sponge to blend it out. And just a reminder, you can click the lower left side of the screen where it says view products, and I'll have all the products listed that I used in this video, so it can be easy for you to go directly to those products. Today I'm going to be using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. I'm going to grab this eyeshadow right here using Profusion's brush number ES6, and I'll be applying it in tapping motions above my crease. And it does help if you do it when you're looking straight forward, that way you're sure that it's visible when you're looking straight forward. And I'm gonna stop this eyeshadow kind of on the center of the eye, and I didn't set the concealer because I really wanted the pigmentation of this eyeshadow to stand out, and sometimes it is hard for this eyeshadow, the color, to be nice and noticeable. So it does help if you apply it on top of something creamy, the primer or concealer. And when it's time to blend it out, I just use the same little brush, just whatever's left on the brush. I do it in circular motions very lightly. I don't want to apply a lot of pressure because the concealer isn't set and I don't want the concealer to move. So I'm just going to keep blending it out. And like I said, you want this to be above the crease, especially if you have small eyes or hooded eyes. You want this to be very visible because you can see the other eye. When I do the cut crease, I also do that above the crease. So you don't want to cover up this eyeshadow. So you have to make sure that this is even higher than where you're going to apply the cut crease. Then I'm going to grab this eyeshadow right here using a smaller brush. This one comes in the Rimmel eyeshadow palette. And right here you have to be very careful, especially if you didn't set the concealer, because it is a dark eyeshadow, and applying it on top of something creamy, it's really going to like concentrate and hold on to the area you applied it. So you don't want to apply it too high. I like to start by applying it lower than where I want the eyeshadow to look nice and blended. And I also want this color to go above the crease so it can also be visible when I'm looking straight forward. To blend it out, I also like to use the same brush. I just make sure that it doesn't have too much product on it, but it does help if you have just a little bit of the product. So I like to just tap out the excess product if it does have any. Yeah, it will help if you stretch your eyelid by lifting up your eyebrow and closing your eye just a little bit. That way the eyeshadow blends out a lot easier and faster. And as I'm blending it out, you're gonna see that the eyeshadow is gonna move a little bit higher, but it's gonna look nice and blended. And to blend out those two matte eyeshadows on the crease, you can see on the other eye, they don't really mix too much. They're like barely touching each other, but you can see it's nice and blended. So I just go over with the little brush very lightly without touching too much of the other eyeshadow. I just don't want it to be a harsh line for you to like notice exactly where the eyeshadow stops. One thing I like to do to blend out the eyeshadow a lot better is I grab my pressed powder. This one's from Maybelline, and a brush from Profusion. First, I set the rest of the concealer, which is on my brow bone, and then I use the rest to blend out the edges of the eyeshadows. And to me, I feel like that makes a big difference. I see the eyeshadows a lot smoother. So you can also do this just using a little bit of translucent powder. Now I'm going to be using the Anastasia Eye Primer to do the cut crease, and I'm also using Anastasia's brush. This one's number A4, and if you're a beginner doing cut creases, I do recommend for you to use a smaller brush. I started using a smaller brush and it did help me learn a lot faster, and I started off by applying a little dot above the roots of my eyelashes right in the center, and then I look up and then down, and you can see that I left a mark right there, and that's where I start my cut crease. One thing that's really important is you don't want to have too much on the brush when you're doing the the edge. I feel like too much can sometimes ruin it. And another thing that helps to create a really nice cut crease like the edge is if you lift your eyebrow. That'll help you get a nice sharp line. And this is a part where it's gonna help your eye look big, so it just depends how big you want your eye, like the eyelid part, to look. I definitely recommend for you to do the cut crease above the crease so it doesn't make your eye look smaller if you just do it on the crease. So right here you're pretty much creating your own cut crease. The important thing is that you want to make sure that the cut crease is visible when you're looking straight forward and not hiding under your hooded eye. You know, that's the point of the cut crease. You want it to be visible when you're looking straight forward. Now for the outer corner, you do want that to be nice and blended. Even though I'm going to apply the same dark eyeshadow on the outer corner, you want it to be nice and blended. So I just like to use the same little brush. If I feel like it still has too much of the primer, I just clean it on the back of my hand and then I just use that to blend it out, and I go in tapping motions very lightly like this with the brush until it's nice and blended. Then again, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Press Powder to set the primer. I just wanted the eyelid to look pretty much the same shade as my skin tone. You can apply a very light shade right there. And that's also the key to make your eyes look bigger. You just want to apply a light shade on your eyelid. As you can see, the other eye over here, it does have a little bit more of the dark eyeshadow, so I'm just going to grab more of that one and apply it right on the outer corner of my eyelid. And I want most of the product to go right there. Then I'm just going to go up and down like this, and then once I have that right there, obviously I want to blend it out, so I use the same little brush and very lightly, I'm barely touching my skin with the brush. I'm just gonna go like this, kind of zigzag, just back and forth until it's nice and blended. I don't want too much on the center of my eye. I just want to blend out that eyeshadow. Just where I applied it on the outer corner, it's gonna be really easy to blend out because I did set the primer. Now I'm applying the yellow eyeshadow on my lower lash line from the outer corner to the inner corner, and I will be applying a few layers to make the color stand out a little bit more. Now I'm going to apply the Urban Decay glitter eyeliner and apply it on the edge of the cut crease. That just gives it a really nice look. It makes the eyeshadow stand out a lot more, and like Anahy from the picture, she has glitter. She did kind of a glitter eyeliner above the roots of her eyelashes, but I don't have that, so I just decided to do this part right here. And I think it looks really nice. Now I'm going to apply the Anastasia and Amrezy highlighter using e.l.f. Cosmetics little brush. And first I'm going to apply it on my brow bone right under the arch of my eyebrow, and then I'm going to blend it out a little bit lower than that. You don't want to apply too much because the whole point of the highlighter is to make the brow bone stand out, and you don't want to make your hooded eye stand out because it's going to look bigger. So just apply right under the arch of your eyebrow. And I'm also going to apply it on the inner corner of my eye just to give it another little glow. And I feel like that also makes a big difference, just applying a little shimmer on the inner corner. And I'll be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Big Mood Mascara for my eyelashes. And I already curled my eyelashes. Obviously, I'm not going to apply fake eyelashes. And I do have a full video dedicated to this mascara because now it's one of my favorites. So if you want to watch that video, I'll leave it in the description box below. I show you exactly how I apply the mascara to make the eyelashes look nice and long. But pretty much I like how the brush separates my eyelashes. I love how it leaves the product. It doesn't make them look clumpy because I always apply 2 layers, but it doesn't make them clumpy or flaky after the second layer. But yeah, and you can see that you don't need fake eyelashes to make this eyeshadow look complete. Just your natural lashes. It makes it look cute and simple and not too dramatic. And I'm also going to apply the same mascara on my lower lashes. But that is the final step to complete this look. Let me know in the comments below what you think and what you give it on a scale of 1 to 10. I really hope you guys like this look, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. Don't forget to check out Anahy, and please give this video a thumbs up if you did like it and share it with your friends and your family. Thank you all so much for your love and your support. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!